Hy-Vee's Mega Produce Sale this Thursday through Sunday. Fresh strawberries, just $1.49 a pound. Red seedless grapes, just $1.77 a pound. Save on peaches, watermelon, and more. Thursday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Drive your career forward with Albert Lee Bus Company. We're looking for bus monitors. Help ensure the safety, order, and well-being of preschool and special needs students by supervising behavior, assisting with buckling, and supporting a safe ride to and from school. No experience needed. Paid training and flexible schedules are provided. Perfect for retirees, parents, or anyone seeking extra income. Make a difference every ride. Apply today with Albert Lee Bus Company.
A brand new house, or you just got done with a remodeling project. You want to show it off, but the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. This is Beth Ayatt. After the work is done, let Service Master by Ayatt make sure that you don't have to do more work to clean up after the construction crew leaves. Show off and demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lee. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
When it comes to your home, we know you have lots of options for contractors. At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. From windows and doors to siding and seamless gutters, we're focused on quality materials, experienced crews, and getting the job done right the first time. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. Visit gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
And we're live here at Tyke Field for the season opener for VFW Post 447. This is their sixth try to get the season underway. And they're going to do it today because the rain has passed us by, I think, for the most part. Let's hope so. I haven't really looked at radar since I got back into town, but I was up in the Prior Lake area with the Minnesota State Skeet Shooting Tournament, which Northfield won again. 4-peat for them. And they also had boys who finished second and third and a girl who finished second. So they did very well for our sister stream, northfieldlive.com up there. Anyway, I'm back here now for VFW. I don't have a player interview or a coach interview, unfortunately, because I just didn't have time. I just rolled in here not too long ago. Had to hook everything up and get going. But we'll get to the lineups. We'll get you the particulars and everything. It's going to be first names only for Mantorville Mets. That's all they gave us was first names only. So they're pitching a guy named Grady, and we're going with Brendan Soper for the Albert Lee Post VFW Post 447 Tigers. And both teams are wearing blue, although Albert Lee is in the light blue. And the Mets in their dark blues. So we'll take a quick break here and be back. We got Anthem coming up. We've got the lineups on the way and much more here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lee, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lee. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need. Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, mrsandless.com.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We still provide routine dental care, but have added cosmetics, smile makeovers, clear braces, Botox, and fillers to our services. We also custom design and 3D print beautiful lifelike dentures in days, not weeks. Don't put off the new smile you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. Learn more at afd.dental.
Gutters by GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lee Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Back here at Highfield, as I try and get my on-screen lineups ready here. I'm in the last couple. Albert only has 9 players on the roster, so they have to play everybody tonight. And only 3 reserves for Mantorville. And so that's going to be limiting, I guess, in some regards. Although, you're good enough, you can play. And last a whole game in the heat like this. I used to do it. If I can do it, anybody can. Yes. Oops. I'm trying to talk and type on the computer at the same time. I'm not that talented. I'm the first to admit it. I only have one more name to put in here, and then I'm all yours again. As that is Sam Peterson. And okay. That is that. And let me see if I can get that onto the screen here. All right. What happened here? I have somebody named twice. Cooper Rassler is the leadoff batter for Albert Lee, and he is out in center field. But it says Leighton Cooper. I don't know where that comes from because I do not have Leighton written in here. But here, let me X out of it and try it again. There we go. That's a little better. Anyway, it's I misspelled Rassler, but we can fix that too. As working out the kinks of my new found toy here of the batting order. And we're going to go with this whether it's right or not as it gets on the screen here. Cooper Rassler is the center fielder batting first. Garrett Hogsdall is playing short and batting second. Third up, Andon Brandt, the third baseman. First baseman Peyton Alberts will bat cleanup with Felix Budrick in 5th spot. He's the right fielder. Manny Cavazos, catcher, is 6th. Ethan Henchy playing left field, batting 7th. And Brendan Soper pitching. And Sam Peterson, Soper hitting 8th, and Sam Peterson playing on second base and hitting 9th in the order for Graydon Anderson, the new coach, second grade teacher here in town at Helverson. Taking over for Richie Yost, who moves to the American Legion team that played their season opener yesterday. And Brendan Soper, pitching for Albert Lee, will be facing Ashton, the shortstop, Brock, their first baseman, Grady, their pitcher, Adric, their second baseman, Dylan is their left fielder, batting 5th, Bodie bats 6th, he's the DH, Caden is the third baseman, batting in the 7th spot, Kieran is playing right field, batting 8th, and Mac, batting 9th, is the center fielder. And they have Colin catching and not batting as Bodie will be batting for him to start with here. And then they have Chase and Henry on the bench. No last names given. None needed. There's no doubles, so I think we know who they are. It's not like yesterday when I couldn't figure out who number 16 was for Albert Lee because he was not on my roster that I was given, but he pinch hit in the game. I hate when that happens. I like to be informed of all the players, but at least we have first and last names for the Albert Lee players, and those are your lineups there. In fact, let's take one more quick break, and then we'll be back with the start of this ball game coming up here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna to see their full line of Ice Castle RVs and keep the fun alive all year round. They also deliver a full line of enclosed and utility trailers for all of your hauling needs. Find them just north of Owatonna, across I-35 from Bass Pro Shops, or check out their inventory online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
You have a brand new house, or you just got done with a remodeling project. You want to show it off, but the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. This is Beth Ayatt. After the work is done, let Service Master by Ayatt make sure that you don't have to do more work to clean up after the construction crew leaves. Show off and demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today, 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
All right, back here at Hike Field, and Soper taking his warm-up tosses and throwing them into Cavazos, as Manny has the unenviable task of catching. I feel bad for the guys, but, they're young. They'll get over it. But still, with the excessive heat, extra equipment, and just the nature of that job, which is running down foul balls and throwing a mask and trying to get past the umpire. I mean, it's just the toughest job on the field, I think. Plus managing, I don't know if they all manage a pitching staff. Most of the high schools are getting the calls from the bench, but still, it's quite the effort. Pitching, of course, has its own tough qualities. And we'll see how Brendan does. I have not seen him pitch. A lot of these kids I don't think I've seen play even for Albert Lee. Cooper Rassler plays some on... I've seen him pinch run and maybe even pinch hit at the varsity level or Legion level. But Garrett Hugsdall, Andon Brandt, Peyton Alberts, I think I've seen him. I don't know, baseball, some sport I've seen him play. Felix Budrick, no. Worked with his dad for quite a while at the radio station. But Manny Cavazos, I've heard of these names. Ethan Henshey, but I haven't seen him play. Brendan Soper, as far as baseball anyway, maybe some of those other sports, but Sam Peterson also won. Here's the first pitch of the game, and it's hit up in the air, shallow right field. Second baseman goes out and makes the catch. Nice run and catch out there for Sam Peterson. We'll pop to second, and one pitch in, we have an out. That was Ashton, the shortstop, who popped out to second. Brock, the first baseman, is up now. I'm not kidding, folks. They didn't give his last names. And it was too close to airtime to worry about it, so as long as there's no duplicates, we're good to go. It's 1-0 now to Brock. Tall, lanky first baseman. As Soper delivers inside and tight, 2-0. Just the one view here tonight. Like I said, I was rushed getting back from the Prior Lake area with the skeet shooting state championships. Fun time there. And another sport I hadn't participated in or watched or broadcast. It was on northfieldlaw.com. You can see that in its on-demand state on that website, as it's now 2-1 with that strike from Soper, and that's foul straight back and out of play. 2-2 now. He started out 2-0 and now evened it up. 2-2 with one out, nobody on here, top of the first. 5 o'clock games for VFW and 11 o'clock on Saturday mornings when they got their doubleheaders, like this Saturday. That's up high, 3-2. And 6:30 or 6 for, depends on the day, for the American Legion start times. I like the later times myself, but there's good and bad about both. Here's a swing and a miss and the first strikeout for Soper. He's got a good command of the strike zone on the early going here with 2 down, 2 up, 2 down. And their pitcher, Grady, another righty, sees that one come in low and outside. Ball 1. Even the ones he's not hitting the zone with, Brendan, close. So that's the point, is just throw strikes, let your defense play. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. He was way out in front of that one. And took a little off of it, and it's 1-1 with 2 down. Nobody on. Top of the first. This one is lifted, foul territory, and gets green before it can be caught out there by Felix Budrick, but gave it a run, gave it a try. Yeah, you got Soper on the mound, Manny Cavazos catching, Peyton Alberts at first, Sam Peterson at second. Andon Brandt is playing third, Garrett Hogsdall at short, Cooper Rassler out in center field, Felix Budrick in right, and Ethan Hinchy out in left. Here's the pitch. Ooh, behind him. Fancy. It's 2-1, I believe. No, 2-2. 2-2 with 2 outs, and nobody on here in the first from Mantorville. The Mets from Mantorville, and that's on the ground past Soper, but scooped up by the shortstop, and the throw across is in time from Garrett Hogsdall to Peyton Alberts, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for the D. Nice way to start the game with pop out to second, a strikeout, and a grounder to short. And the bats are coming up here for the Tigers when we return on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics at Albert Lee. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
So it's, what is it? Feels hotter than, I guess it is 88 degrees right now with a feels like of 95. Only a 5% rain chance, though, so we're looking good there. And it is scoreless here to the bottom of the first. Let me put up the Albert Lee batting order again, so you can see who's coming up here. Cooper Rassler, the center fielder, will bat first. Garrett Hogsdall, shortstop, goes second. Andon Brandt will bat third. And then Peyton Alberts, Felix Budrick, Manny Cavazos, Ethan Hinchy, Brendan Soper, and Sam Peterson. Facing Grady, the Mets pitcher. Bottom of the first, no score. In fact, a 1-2-3 inning for the Albert Lee D behind Brendan Soper on the hill. With one strikeout, you got a ground out, a pop out, and a strikeout. And there's the last of the warm-ups for Grady. His catcher is a guy named Colin. First base is Brock. Second base, Adric. Third base, Caden. Shortstop is Ashton. Left field, Dylan. Center field, Mack. And right field, Kieran. As they have a little conference on the mound between catcher and pitcher before they start to Cooper Rassler. Center fielder. Yeah, they tried to start this season 6 different times. They had 6 games they had to reschedule. They still haven't rescheduled the Austin game here. But they did reschedule that doubleheader against Cannon Falls for the end of the month. It's 1-0 to Coop. Grady rocks and fires, and that's fouled out of play, and 1 ball, 1 strike. To young Cooper Wrestler. He is a tall, slender young man. Look at that. Looks like he can fly with speed. Usually you get that in your center fielder. Because that's inside, straighten his legs, and it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the bottom of the first for Albert Lee, post 447. That's outside. It's 3-1. A little trouble finding the zone here early for Grady. Cooper not necessarily going to be taking here, but 3-1, you got to be selective, and that's low, and he walked him. Walks the leadoff man. Does Grady. So Cooper's on with nobody out, and here comes Garrett Hogsdahl, the shortstop. He's a lefty. I should change to the light blue, dark blue, but I tried that, and they don't look right together on the scoreboard, on our scoreboard here. And no wasted time. Cooper takes second on the steal on the first pitch. And is in safely. So a runner in scoring position now for Hogsdahl, who had a strike called there on that pitch. And Garrett swinging the bat a little bit, waiting. Here's the pitch, and he lines one down the third baseline and misplayed a little bit at first for the third baseman. He's got a long play to make, and he got him. But moves the runner, Cooper Wrestler, to third. I thought it might have been an error. He had to really hustle to get that ball over there, third baseman. But that, by the way, is Caden at third. But he did get it to first in time for the first out on a 5-3 putout. Andon Brandt, a right-handed batting third baseman for Albert Lee. He ducked back. The ball was on the outside corner, but ball 1. All things considered, it's 1-0. So runner at third. Let me change that. Here's the pitch from Grady. And again, it's a breaking pitch that goes from Andon's nose to the outside of the plate in a hurry. Because he thought he was getting brushed back twice there. But it's 1-1. And that one's low, 2-1. 2-1, runner at third. Just 90 feet away from taking the lead here are the VFW boys from Albert Lee. 4-4-7. And that is hit the opposite way, foul, and out of play. That'll even it up at 2-2. And that one, another breaking pitch. It is on and called third strike. And Brandt is down on the can. That's first strikeout for Grady. And it brings up Peyton Alberts, the first baseman. 1 down and a runner at third. Let's not waste this base runner, boys. We need the runs here. Get as many as you can. You never know what's going to happen in the first game of the year. Alberts, nice relaxed stance. He leans back in on it, and boy, he's throwing a lot of that breaking pitch from 2 right-handed batters away from him. But it starts out looking like it's a brush back. It really breaks. It's 1-0 to Peyton Alberts. And that one's a fastball, and it gets away from the catcher, and breaking for the plate is Wrestler. He slides in safe. Throw was there, but just a little late. And Wrestler makes it 1-0 on the wild pitch. And I'll give Peyton the RBI. Is that how that works? Who's at bat? Or is it an uncredited run when it's a wild pitch? I don't know, but it's 2-0. to Peyton Alberts. And a 1-0 Albert Lee lead with 2 down here. The ground out and the strikeout makes it 2 outs. And the 3-0 is on the corner, says the umpire, and so pitcher stays alive here with a 3-1 count. Three and 1. Albert's late swing on that one, and it's 3-2 full count here. And time is called by Alberts. Back in the box here, 3-2 pitch, 2 outs, 1 in already here in the bottom of the first, and another called third strike. So back-to-back strikeouts, but the wild pitch scored the run. And so we are through 1-0. Albert Lee on AlbertLeeLive.com. To the second we go.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lee, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lee. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
I said, beautiful. The feels like it's 95. I might actually lose weight. I got that on the air there. But it is hot up here in the booth. 95-degree day.
Caldy's going to buy them all.
Oh, I know. I said I was going to go chase those foul balls. But that'd be even hotter out in this heat. 95 feels like it's crazy. A little more than it was yesterday here, and that was hot. But the wind is blowing in-ish again today. But I do need to lose some weight, so it wouldn't be so bad if that was accomplished here. But through the sweat. As me and the radio guys are both upstairs here. Usually they're down outside, but I guess it was too hot out there for them. Top of the second, 1-0 Albert Lee. And we batted 4 in that first inning. Rassler walked to lead off and then stole a base and ended up scoring on a wild pitch. But they got 3 outs in a row after that. And the Albert Lee D had a 1-2-3 top of the first. And here we go with the 4-5-6 hitters. Adric is their second baseman, and that's outside low, ball 1. Followed by Dylan, their left fielder, and Bodie, the DH. Again, only the first names were furnished to us for Mantorville as a strike called. 1-1. So if you're listening in from Mantorville area or a Mets fan, we apologize, but we were against the clock and just couldn't get last names. But normally, managers will furnish you with first and last names, but didn't happen this time. That's fine. We can live with it. 2-1. To Adric, A-I-D-R-I-C. That's a strike called. I don't think he swung the bat, and it's 2-2. Soper has been in the zone for the most part. I mean, he went 3-2 to Brock, the second batter, but first pitch of the game was a pop-out. And then he only threw 4 pitches to Grady to get it out. He struck out Brock on a 3-2. So he's really managed his strike zone very well. But it's 3-2 here. Second full count of the game for Brendan. And he walks him. Just when I pump him up, he walks the guy. His first base on balls. And Dylan, the left fielder, comes up with nobody out and 1 on. We're at the top of the second. We got a discussion now with the first base coach and the home plate umpire, who, by the way, is the only umpire here today. No field ump. And I don't know about you, but I don't trust close plays at second, third. There's people in the way. The umpire's just standing there by home, and he's going to make the final call. And I guess you just got to live with it, because that's the way it is. So Adric at first after the walk takes his lead. He's held on by Alberts, and Soper doesn't check the runner unless he took a peek out of the corner of his eye, but that's an infield pop. Left side, shortstop ends up grabbing that one as Garrett Hogsdall makes his second put out, one on a ground out and one on that pop out. One away. Runner at first, and Bodie, the DH, a right-handed bat. All righties so far for Cass, and there's a swing and a miss late on that one. And strike one. Soper with a strikeout and a walk. Still no hits. He has given up a walk to lead off this inning, but this is another pop-up in the infield. And again, second baseman making his second pop-up catch. And that is Sam Peterson with 2 down now. 2 little infield pop-outs after the leadoff walk. And Caden comes up. He's a right-handed batting third baseman with 2 down and 1 on. And that is on the outside corner, ball 1. One and 0. 2 down. Here's the pitch. That's way outside. It gets away actually from Manny. And down to second goes Adric on the wild pitch. So he's in scoring position. That was ball 2 to Caden. Now, tying run on second for the Mets. And a 2-0 count here with 2 outs. Soper. He got him swinging early on that one and gets the first strike of this at bat. 2-1. Oh no, 1 and 2. He said 1 and 2, but it's 2 and 1, isn't it? Yeah. I think the umpire had it backwards there. As that is, again, gets away from Manny Cavazos at the catcher position, and down to third goes Adric. And a couple of wild pitches here, although that could have been a pass ball, I suppose. But it's 2-2 to Caden with 2 outs. That's inside for a full count. It's the third full count for Soper from the hill. And that was outside, and he walked him. 2 walks in the inning and the game, puts runners at the corners with 2 down. And it brings up the 8-hitter, Kieran, who's the right fielder for the Mets. And we had time called as Cavazos signals some defensive signals to the troops. Kieran and then Mack due up next if he reaches. And cut off throw to second in case Adric decided to go from third if they went all the way down to second. So easy stolen base for the Mets, and it's second and third and 2 down. That was ball 1. It looked like a pretty good pitch, but called the ball, and that's on the ground. 1 hopper to short. And it's played nicely there by the shortstop. Hogsdall gets it over to Peyton Alberts, and no damage done. They leave 2 stranded, though. And after an inning and a half, Albert Lea holds on to their 1-0 lead here on AlbertLeaLive.com.
Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We now offer full cosmetic dentistry in addition to routine dental care. Learn more at afd.dental.
Now the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up here for Albert Lee post VFW post 447. Taking on Grady, who had 2 strikeouts in that first inning. Faced 4 batters, gave up a run on a wild pitch. It was actually a walk, a stolen base. Cooper Ressler walked, stole the base, and ended up scoring on a wild pitch. And this is Felix Budrick leading off the second. Bottom of the second here for Albert Lee. It's the 5 hitter. I had that overlaid here. Just you can see Felix and then Manny Cavazos and Ethan Henschey due up here. As he takes strike 1. Bottom of 2, 1-0 Albert Lee. It's 0-1. And that's in there for a strike, says the ump. And it's 0-2. Felix, right-handed batting right fielder. And he pounds one up the middle, but it's grabbed by the pitcher, Grady, and he's going to walk it all the way over and take it himself on a 1 unassisted put out for 1 up, 1 down. Manny Cavazos coming up. Catcher, right-handed bat. One down, nobody on here in the second. Already up 1-0 on a scorching Wednesday here. That's a breaking pitch that's too high, ball 1. A lot of these hitters are being faked by those breaking pitches that look like they're coming right at them. And they back up, and before they know it, it's over the plate. They're young yet. They'll get to recognizing that kind of stuff. As that is a swing and a miss. 1-1 to Manny. One out. It's low and outside. Oh, he called that a strike. Wow. 1-2. That really looked low, but he's right there. We'll defer to the ump. Because what else are you going to do? I'm not going to sit here and argue with him. It's 2-2 to Manny. Two, and the pitch is fouled out of play. We'll go 2-2 again. Twins have that game in Detroit today. They're going to start up any moment. 15 minutes or so. And it's a little too wide, says the ump, and it's a full count now. 3-2 to Manny Cavazos. The Twins lost yesterday 10-4, even though they hit 4 solo home runs, but could not get the win. And that's fouled back, and Manny stays alive at 3-2. Who is pitching tonight? Looks like Paredes the third baseman for Houston is pitching for the Twins tonight. There's a walk on a 3-2 pitch. As Manny outlasted Grady and got on board. That's the second walk for Grady tonight. And as a man on with 1 out. And here comes your 7-hitter, Ethan Henschey. He's a lefty. Hogsdall and Henschey so far, the lefties in the lineup. And into a pinch run for Cavazos so he can put on a catcher's gear. Is 24. Is that Peyton Alberts? I have him as 26. Anyway, it's Frember Valdez for Detroit and Paredes for the Twins today. I have the lineup here. And Peyton is 26, but that's 24, and they said they only had 9, so. They throw over there, and he's back. It's 0-1 to Hinchy. And he swings and misses at that offering, and it's a 1-1 count. No, make that 0-2. Sorry. 0-2 to Ethan. 1 down, 1 on, 1-0 Albert Lee here in the second. And he swings and misses at that one, and he will sit after the third K for Grady. Second out of the inning, and 8-hitter Brendan Soper, the pitcher, is coming up. 2 down and 1 on. I'm pretty sure I probably just have the wrong number on whoever's running at first. I asked twice. You only have 9 players, right? Nobody coming in off the bench, unless somebody came late, but his uniform was dirty already, so I'm not sure what goes on there. But I had Albert says 26. I have Brandt is 23. The only 20s I have, and that's 24. Here's the 1-0. Low 2-0. Pitcher against pitcher, righty against righty. Two 2-0, 2 outs. And here's the pitch. Soper takes that, and it scoots away from the catcher, but no advancement by the base runner. Well, he could have easily got third there. But he didn't see it in time, and it's 3-0. It might not matter if he walks him. (3-0). And that is that strike one? I thought it was 3-0. I guess it's 3-1. Boy, that sure looked like a ball, too. He didn't make the strike signal. Well, we're going with 3-1 here. Swing and a miss makes it a 3-2 count. With 2 outs and a runner at first for Albert Lee. Already up 1-0. Grady delivers. And a foul tip, and he caught it, so that is the out. And a third out on another case, so 4 for Grady. And he gets out of a little bit of trouble there with that walk that he gave up to Manny. And they leave him stranded. But we are through 2 complete, and it is a 1-0 Albert Lee lead here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lee Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Does fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna and keep the fun alive all year round. Online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
Service Master by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. Call Service Master by Ayatt today.
The man in the yellow van, call Service Master.
Oh, he's 24. That was 34. That was Felix. That pinch ran, I guess. Budrick. I thought he was 34. Let me pull up my... yeah, he's 34. I thought that was 24. It might have been 34. Anyway, could have been Budrick. But when you only have 9, I guess you can pinch run guys that are on the bench. That's the rule now. Albert Lee has batted 8, as has the Mets through 2 innings. And it's 1-0 Albert Lee. Soper, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 2 wild pitches. Air outs, he's got 3, 2 ground outs, and the strikeout. And we go to the third. It's 9-1, 2 batters. Mack, the center fielder, will lead off. Ashton, the shortstop, and Brock, the first baseman. Due up here. A little dark on the screen, isn't it? Maybe just because of the cloud cover. As first pitch here to Mack is strike 1. Yesterday, that one's up high and tight, 1-1. The Legion got their season underway with a 4-0 win over Rochester. One of the Rochester clubs, JM, but they're called the Patriots. And a 1-hit complete game shutout for Cohen Drescher. Struck out 8. There's a strike call, and it's 1-2. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff batter in the third here, Mack, the 9-hitter. Oh, that goes over his head. No hurt. Nothing hurt there. Nobody on base. 2-2. And a strikeout for Soper. That's his second of the game. And there's a 1 up, 1 down here in the third for the Mets as they go to the top of the order. And Ashton, who popped out to second base, his first time up. Yeah, it's a little lighter now that the sun comes out. That's foul. Ooh, fair ball, says the ump. That hit the line, and rounding first and headed to second. The throw is coming. Cut off and thrown over, and did not make the exchange from second to short as Hogsdal looked like he might have had time to put the tag down there, but was not able to, and it's a double for Ashton. First hit of the game for the Mets. And they got 1 up and 1 down. Or 1 on and 1 out. The runner in scoring position for Brock, who struck out his first time up. And this is runner on his way to third. And safe in there. They threw the ball over there in time, but no tag was put down by Anton Brandt at third. So it's Ashton at third now with 1 out. And a 1-0 count to Brock, who struck out on a 3-2 pitch. That one is fouled straight back and out of play. It's 1-1. Tying run down at third now with 1 out. Yes, Ashton gets his lead. Held on the bag by Hogsdal, and this is a breaking pitch that's fouled into the screen again. A ball and 2 strikes. One, 2, and Soper's got him where he wants him. See if he can strike him out here. Couldn't get him to reach for that one, and it's 2-2. That's fouled. Straight back, and we'll stay at 2-2. Soper takes a look at the runner, Ashton at third. They delivers home, and that is hit on a button right there as drops right over the shortstop, and it's an RBI base hit. And the game's tied with a double and a single back-to-back here after a strikeout to start the inning. So Ashton scores. Brock gets the RBI. Grady comes up now, the pitcher. In a 1-1 game. He was out on a grounder to short his first time up. Still only 1 out. And a runner at first is Brock. throw over to first, and Alberts puts a tag on him, but he was back in safely. Tomorrow, there's a pitch outside. The runner goes and throws on the wrong side of the bag. So safely into second with another steal. For the Mets is Brock. And he's in scoring position. That's the lead runner now with one out. And a 1-0 count to Grady. And that's skied infield pop-up. I don't know if they said infield fly rule, but he is out. The batter on a pop to short. 2 down. Runner stays at second. And brings up Adric, the second baseman. He walked his first time up. Advanced all the way to third on 2 wild pitches, but was stranded there. Fifth batter here in the third for the Mets, as they've tied it up. There's a breaking pitch that is over for a strike. Strike one, and that one is foul, third base side. 0-2. Here's the 0-2 as Soper checks the runner at second and delivers. This one's in the air to left. Playable. Center fielder comes out, and they let it bounce between them. Rassler came over. I don't know if anybody called it there, but that just dropped. Looked like the left fielders. Henshey kind of drifted over there, and then Rassler was going over that way from center, and that dropped between them for a base hit. A run-scoring base hit. 3 hits in the inning, 2 runs. And Dillon is up now. The runner at first, and still 2 outs. Strike one as he fouls that one back. Brock scoring from second on that drop in. Of course, it is in the air long enough. He probably scored before it hit the ground. 2 outs, you got to run. But, yeah, that shouldn't have happened. You can't call it an error because they really didn't touch it. This one is over the left fielder's head and rolls quite a ways as Henshey chases it down. And here comes the runner in from all the way from first. Adric to give the Mets a 3-1 lead on an RBI double from Dillon. 2 doubles. 2 singles this inning. Not all Soper's fault. And it's 3-1. 2 down here in the third. Tiger defense has to get going here. Eat this out and then get those bats going. It's ball 1 to Bodie. Dillon on second. 2 down. 3 runs in here in the third. And that's a little number out front, but it's foul, says the ump. Either hit him in the foot or the plate or something. It's 1-1. Brendan checks the runner and delivers low for a ball. Two and two with 2 outs. And a runner at second. And that one is hit on the ground to short. And a long throw across in time to Peyton Alberts. And a nice play there by shortstop Garrett Hogsdall. Ends the inning finally on a 6-3 put-up. But they get 3 runs. And batted 7 to take the lead 3-1 after 2.5 on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
Back here at Hike Field, 3-1 Mantorville lead as they scored 3 there in the top of the third. The Tigers coming to bat here with the 9-1-2 hitters, Sam Peterson, Cooper Rassler, and Garrett Hogsdell. Due up here. Facing Grady.
Guess there's only 6 kids that showed up to here. Only 6 kids showed up.
There's your lineup. Starting with the 9 hitter, Sam Peterson. As Grady rocks and fires to Sam Peterson, his first at bat of the game and the season for, that's going to be the gapper. Wow, look at that thing. Perfectly placed. That's a stand-up double for Sam to lead off the third for Albert Lea. Nicely played. First actual hit for Albert Lea. They've had a couple of walks and scored their run on a walk, a stolen base, and a wild pitch. But that's their first hit. That's Sam Peterson, the 9 hitter. Leave it up to the 9 hitter to get you started. It's impressive. Bottom of 3-1, Mantorville. And here's Cooper Rassler. He's the one who walked, stole the base, and scored on a wild pitch. Swings at that one, got way behind on that. Strike one. Peterson gets his lead at second. They're not even really trying to hold him on there as that's poked to the left side. Shortstop can't play it right, and nobody's covering third, so advancing. Nice job for Peterson advancing to third and being aware of that, and Rassler's going to have an infield single, I would think, unless they call it an error. We'll see what the ruling is on that one. I could go either way on it. He should have probably had that. He's calling it a hit, and I'll go with that. Infield single for Rassler. Move the runner to third, so runners at the corners now with nobody out. And Garrett Hogsdall, who grounded out to third his first time up, and easy steal of second for Rassler. His second steal of the game and season. Puts 2 in scoring position for the good guys. Strike one on the count here to Hogsdall. And he lifts one into shallow right center or left center. That's going to drop and score a run, and everybody's safe. First and third on an RBI single by Garrett Hogsdall. Rassler over to third, Garrett at first. Peterson scores. It's 3-2. And a rapidly changing game, but now they have a meeting on the mound with Grady. And he's out as pitcher. He's going to switch with, what's the number? Dylan, I think, is 26. Comes in from left field and will pitch. And Grady will go out to left field from pitcher. So he lasts 2 innings because he did not record an out yet here in the third. 2 innings, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 hits. Actually 3 hits, 2 singles and a double here this inning. 2 runs and a wild pitch. So not a real impressive line, but he does have the lead as he leaves here 3-2. And while he warms up, I guess I don't have a break to take, but coming up would be Anthony Brandt, the third baseman, who struck out his first time up. Still nobody out. There was a leadoff double by Sam Peterson. He scored 2 batters later on back-to-back singles by Cooper Rassler and Garrett Hogsdall. The RBI going to Garrett. Stolen base for Rassler in there. He's at third now. Hogsdall at first. Nobody out. And Brandt coming up as soon as... well, this guy's big. He's a big dude. Dylan. He'll come in and try and stop the bleeding here, even though they still have the lead. The manager had seen enough of Grady. And we're about ready to go here soon. He can toss a few more if he wants, but I think he's done and ready to go. So first and third, nobody out. Down 1. 3-2, Mantorville. But Albert Lee trying to tie it with a base hit here with Rassler at third, Hogsdall at first, and as a steal of second by Garrett. Why not? They don't throw down because of the runner at third. And it's another steal. That's 3 steals now for Albert Lee in the game. 2 in scoring position. And that gets past the catcher, and that'll score Rassler, and everybody moves up. And it's tied up at 3 here in the third. And Hogsdall's now at third with a 1-0 count to Brandt. And still nobody out. 4th hitter this inning, Brandt, the right-handed batting third baseman. And his 2-0 pitch is outside and low, 3-0. The new pitcher unable to hit the strike zone yet. Dylan. And that is a strike called. Finally, he gets one in there. Was taken all the way, of course, Brandt on a 3-0. 3-3 is the score, and there's pop out on a play for Brandt. We've got another RBI opportunity for him here. He struck out his first time up, but he's got a 3-2 count and a runner at third. No outs as here's the pitch. Outside and low for ball 4. And the new pitcher walks his first batter. 3rd walk of the game for Mantorville. And up steps Peyton Alberts. He had an RBI in the first and struck out. But while he was at bat, the first run of the game scored on a wild pitch. Not sure if he gets credit for that. But I gave it to him anyway. It can always be changed. And there's another unchallenged steal of second, but this time by Brandt. And the 4th steal for the VFW Post 447. That cloud of dust just hangs over second. As a shortstop ground ball, and he throws to first for the first out, scores the run. Everybody else advances. And it's 4-3, Albert Lee, as Hogsdall scores. Brandt to third. Alberts is on. Or no, Alberts is out. The first out of the inning. Felix Budrick, who had punched back to the pitcher, one unassisted, is out. That gets away, and the run will score. And the lead is 4-3 Albert Lee. As Brandt comes in Should be 5-3, I think. 5-3.
Who did I miss?
This last play, they scored the one before this. As the pitch is outside, and Felix now up 2-0. To Felix, and he takes the strike. And now 2-2 to Felix Bedrick, the right fielder. There's nobody on base anymore, as we scored 4 here to take the lead back by 2. Swing and a miss there for Felix, and he's down on strikes. And that'll be the first strikeout for Dylan. 5th of the game for Mets pitching. 2 down, nobody on for Manny Cavazos. And a 5-3 Alberti lead here. Three hits in the inning. Some wild pitches have helped matters, and that's on almost another one. 1-1 to Manny. Dylan on the 1-1 hits that outside corner, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. So you don't get the RBI if wild pitch is thrown while you're at bat. Makes sense. I just wasn't quite sure on that one. So Felix doesn't get the RBI on those 2 runs that scored while he was at the bat, and he ended up striking out. But Manny now with a 1-2 count. He fouled that one back. 2 down, nobody on. Up 5-3 here in the bottom of 3. That's wide and makes it 2-2. As Dylan is missing way outside quite often here to the right-handed batters. It's about the 4th or 5th one here since he's come in. There's a swing and a miss. Well, he's got some heat when he can rear back and throw it. And he gets another strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. But they came up with 4 more to take the lead 5-3 here after 3 innings. As we continue on AlbertLeeLive.com.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place. 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We now offer full cosmetic dentistry in addition to routine dental care. Learn more at afd.dental.
So 5-3 lead here for Albert Lea after 3. Coming up big after giving up 3 at the top of the 3rd. They scored 4 of their own in the bottom of the 3rd to take the lead. They've only got 3 hits, though. 5 runs on 3 hits. A couple of wild pitches have helped them out. Several wild pitches, actually. Mantorville, 3 runs on 4 hits. And there, Soper has been going the distance here. 2 wild pitches. He's struck out 2, walked 2. And he will face, as he comes out late here, just making it out now, Caden, the third baseman, the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Mets. Caden, Kieran, and Mac. Third baseman, right fielder, center fielder. Caden walked and stole a base his first time up, but was stranded at second. Soper takes his warm-up tosses. Not sure why it took him so long to get over there. I know, well, Cavazos was still putting on his catcher gear. He was probably on deck. Let me look. No, he had just struck out. He was just up to bat. But nobody came out to catch. Well, actually, it was manager Graydon Anderson came out to catch him, but I don't know. He ran back to the dugout and didn't get a lot of tosses in, but he's ready to go. Caden's up. Walked his first time up. One of two Brendan Soper walks. And he's outside and low with that one, 1-0. Lots of crooked numbers on the scoreboard. Yes. I believe he called that a strike. But they put 2-0 on the board. It's hard to tell. This guy's sometimes got a subtle strike call, and sometimes he's forceful with it. But here's a outside pitch. See if he flashes. Yep, 3-0 is right. 3-0 to leadoff batter Caden here in the fourth, and that is a strike. As Caden taken all the way. Soper gets him to ground weakly to third. Gonna have to hurry as it's a wide throw. Nice grab there by Alberts, but safe. He pulled him off the bag, so that's going to end up being an E5 to allow Caden to reach. And brings up Kieran with one on and nobody out here in the fourth. Kieran, the right fielder, grounded out to short his first time up. And the first pitch is strike one to Kieran. And that's outside. 1-1. Ball on a strike. Runner at first is Caden. Takes his lead. Got there by error. Held on by Alberts. And this one is hit to left field. And it's going to bounce in front of Henchy, and he will get it in quickly. But still now 2 on an error and a single. First and second, nobody out. Albert Lee clinging to a 2-run lead. Mack, the center fielder, is up. He struck out his first time up. He's the 9-hitter. Could really use a double play here. And he squares to bunt, and it's going to be Soper fielding, and he's got one play. That's to first. He gets it to Alberts in time, but the runners advance, and a sac bunt is successful by Mack. So there's one out. Top of the order, Ashton. Second and third, one away. The tying run at second. Go-ahead run at the plate. Ashton has popped to second and doubled and ended up scoring. This one's hitting the air, right side. And, misplayed at second base. Had it in the glove and out. Sam Peterson, that's a big E4. Second error of the inning on the Tigers D. And now the bases are jammed with Mets. 2 errors and a single. Five hits. And this is the sixth one. It's going to go to the gap, score 1. Here comes 2. Third run's coming in. He's going to have a bases clearing triple. Wow. And they have the lead back. 3-run triple. As Brock cashes in, and he gets all the way to third, as scoring was Caden and Kieran and Ashton. 3 RBI single. That's 6-5 lead now. And we're going to talk it over with Soper. 6 hits, 6 runs for the Mets, and they get the lead back here in the 4th, as this is a run fest. As Mantorville was shut out the first 2 innings, but they got 3 in the 3rd and 3 so far here in the 4th with only 1 out. Albert Lee had the 1 run in the 1st, took the early lead, and then lost it with giving up those 3 runs in the 3rd, but then got it back in the bottom of the 3rd with 4 of their own. And now here comes Mantorville with 3 more. It's just runs and more runs as they stay with Soper. 2nd and 3rd, right? No, 3rd base. After the triple and the 3 RBIs. And that is ripped to left field. It's going to bounce once, and Henchy plays it, but that scores the next run. Brock comes in. Make it 7-5. Three hits this inning. Seven in the game for the Mets as far as hits and runs. Now runner at first. Steal attempt is successful. So put a guy on second with 1 out and a 1-0 count to Adric. Second pitch to him is outside and high, 2-0. He walked his first time up and singled his second time. He had an RBI single and a run scored. So he's been on both times. Fouls one straight back. It's 2-1. An onslaught. As Soper stays in the game here after meeting on the mound. Trying to work his way out of this jam here. Mantorville already replaced their pitcher after 2 innings of work. So it's 1-2 after the foul ball. And he reaches for that one and pops it straight up in foul territory over by the dugout. No, not enough room to make the play. So a ball and 2 strikes still. They need an out somehow. They've been stuck on 1. That was on the sack bunt, 3rd batter of the inning. And they've been scoring ever since. And that one is scorched but foul, left field line. Stays alive at 1-2. I have 7 runs on 7 hits for Mantorville. A couple of errors on Albert Lee. 1 on the 3rd baseman, 1 on the 2nd baseman. That one's low, 2-2. It's not been a good inning for our guys. No good couple innings. They've scored 7 runs in the last 2 innings, Mantorville. That one's up high, and it's 3-2. A full count to Adric. Dylan is on deck. He had the RBI double last time up. And he walks in. No, he called it a strike. And he rung him up. And Adric was halfway down the first baseline, thinking it was a walk. But no, it's K, and that's 2 down. 3rd strikeout for Brendan Soper, and that brings up the 8th batter of the inning, Dylan. He had the RBI double last inning and popped out to short in the 2nd. 1 for 2 day going for him. He's got a runner at 2nd and 2 down now. And that one's going to go a long way, rolling into the gap in left center. Scores the run, and it's a RBI double. Back-to-back RBI doubles for Dylan. Scores Grady. And wow, 5 runs in the inning, and it's 8-5. All of a sudden, Mantorville with the 9th batter to come up, Bodie. Before he does, though, it's another meeting at the mound, and they're going to have to switch pitchers here. It's 8-5. Mantorville here in the 4th. We'll see what they do here. As 18 Soper, so we'll have to follow him, see where he goes. And then check on the new pitcher for Graydon Anderson and the post 447 boys. They're switching left and right fielders. I see Soper standing in the infield area. I still haven't made out the number of the new pitcher for Albert Lee, but they have 24 in left field, and I don't have a 24. And they would think then they put, this is 23 pitching, that's Endon Brandt goes from third to pitcher. And then I think Soper's just going to go over to third. I'm trying to make out who's in right field. Is that Henchy? They switched left and right fielders. And the 24 that I don't have on my list is out in left field, rather. And I believe that's Henchy. Is it number 12? I'll have to look to make sure. But the new pitcher is Endon Brandt. And so, Brendan Soper goes 3 2/3 innings and gives up 8 runs, not all earned though, 8 runs on 8 hits, 2 wild pitches, couple of errors, couple of walks, 3 strikeouts. Filled up some categories. And Brandt will come in relief here in the 4th with 2 down and a runner at second. And the 9th hitter to bat here in the 4th is Bodie, the DH. He's 0 for 2, popped out to short, and then a ground out to short as well. Actually, he popped out to second and then grounded out to short. First pitch is ball 1. They need an out in a bad way here. They're down 2 again. I don't know. Actually, I think this is their biggest deficit. But they overcame it was a 2-run deficit when it was 3-1. Mantorville now it's 8-5, a 3-run lead. Yeah, that's their biggest. And a 2-0 count. That's a strike call. 2-1. Brandt does not check the runner at second. Pitches. It's on the ground to second. And a nice play there. Second to first to get that third out. Well, they bat around and score 5 times in the 4th to take a 3-run lead. 8-5. But that play there from Peterson to Alberts ended it. And we'll see if the bats can get going and get them back in it. They did it last inning. We'll see if they can do it again here coming up on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check them out online, MrSandless.com.
Gutters by GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lee Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
8 runs on 8 hits for Mantorville and 2 errors by Albert Lee. No errors for Mantorville, but Albert Lee with 5 runs on 3 hits. They got to get the bats going a little bit better. They've been relying on a lot of wild pitches to stay in this game, but have fallen behind now at their biggest deficit of 3 runs. Dylan stays on the hill in relief for Mantorville. And VFW post 447 has Ethan Henchy, the 7-8-9 hitters. Ethan Henchy, Brandon Soper, and Sam Peterson due up. Henchy, a strikeout victim in the second, his only at bat. The lefty is getting into the box here, the left fielder. Actually, I think he moved to right field. I don't know. Catch that number. I'll have to watch, see if he runs out there in the next half inning. Hopefully after we've scored at least 3 runs, if not more. Strike is called to Henchy, and it's 0-1. Not much of a breeze. Every once in a while it kicks in, but we've got all the windows open here in the press box, and any breeze feels good. If it's not moving much, it's oppressive. 95 feels like. 0-2 to Henchy. Well, now we have 24 coaching first, and I was told there were 9 players, and 24 wasn't one of them, so I don't know who he is. Apologize to his family and him personally, but I was not given that name. And like I said, I asked twice. You sure you only have 9 guys? Yep. Down the first baseline, nice play for the first baseman for the Mets. He steps on the bag. 3 unassisted, 1 up, 1 down. Here in the 4th for Albert Lee, as Brock makes the play. Here comes Soper. Who struck out his only time up in the second. He's the 8th hitter in the lineup. And with 1 down and nobody on, he gets a ball 1 count. And 1-0. Oh, that's over his head. 2-0. Had to squat down there. I don't want getting hit, but not in the head, even with a helmet. There's 2-0. That's outside. 3-0. So a ground ball to first. That's 1 out, and then now a 3-0 count to Soper from Dylan, and that one hits the outside corner to the righty. He was taken all the way, 3-1. The VFW boys will be in action Saturday with a doubleheader here at 11 o'clock, and he takes his base on a walk. It'll be the 4th walk of the game for Met pitching, 2 for each for Dylan and Grady. And Sam Peterson doubled his first time up, only time up. Ended up scoring. Back in the 3-run third. 4-run third for Albert Lee. Soper with his lead, and he's going to try and steal, and that throw is not going to be near in time, and safely stealing Brendan with the 5th steal of the game for the post 447 Albert Lee VFW. 1 out, runner at second. It's a 1-0 count to Sam. He ducks out of the way of that one, 2-0. Eight to 5, Mantorville, bottom of the 4th. VFW opener for Albert Lee. I don't know if it's Mantorville's opener, but I kind of think so. Low 3-0. All of a sudden, Dylan rather can't hit the strike zone here. He walked Soper on 5 pitches, and he's 3-0 here to make it 4 in a row to Peterson, and he's on. First and second, 1 out, and top of the order, Cooper Rassler. He had a single and a steal and a run scored last time up. In fact, he scored both times up. He walked, stole a base, scored on a wild pitch in the first, singled, stole the base, and scored in the third. And he gets one to third base. They go to second to get that one and can't get the double play. So it's a fielder's choice for Rassler. He reaches. But the second out is made at second on Peterson. And to third goes Soper. So it's a runner at third, first and third. 2 down. And the tying run at the plate in the form of Garrett Hogsdall, lefty. He had a RBI base hit his last time up. Stole a base and scored, too. Also grounded out the third. As Dillon checks the runners at the corners and delivers home. And it's inside, too much, ball 1. And a steal there for Rassler, and it's second and third with 2 down. Big at bat here as he misses again, 2-0 to Hogsdall. Garrett in a big spot here. If he can get a base hit, he could score 2. And if he walks, the bases are loaded. That one's inside and almost hit him. 3-0. And that is inside. A 4-pitch walk. And it's the third walk of the inning from Dillon to load him up with 2 outs. And now the tying run's on first. Excuse me. The go-ahead run at the plate, Naden and in Brandt. And they're going to send a new coach over to first. Sam Peterson will coach for the rest of the inning here. As we have bases loaded. 2 down. And strike 1 to Brandt, who is now the pitcher. One and one. Brent struck out in the first, then walked, stole a base, and scored in the third. That's low, 2-1, as Dillon's having a hard time finding the strike zone. Started with a ground ball to first, then walked 2 in a row. Fielder's choice by Rassler. They did get the runner from first to second for the second out, and then another walk. And now here's Brandt with a 3-1 count. And nowhere to put him. And takes his base. He walks in a run. It's an RBI walk for Brandt. As Soper scores to make it 8-6. Bases are still loaded and still 2 outs. And here comes Peyton Alberts, who had a strikeout and a ground out to short. Ooh, almost hit him. Way inside. Ball 1. Four walks in the inning. But only 1 run to show for it so far. But, the bases are loaded. That one gets away from the catcher. They're going to try and score the runner from third, and he's in safely. Rassler with the speed there. Scores to make it a 8-7 game. And in the process, Hogsdall goes from second to third. Brandt still at first. Alberts has a 2-0 count. Still 2 outs. Now down 1. The tying run's at third. And Peyton steps back in with a 2-0 count. That's high and tight, and a 3-0 count to Peyton Alberts. Runners going, and the swing and a miss. 3-1. It's not taken all the way. Always trying to protect the runners, apparently. And a 3-1 count now. Second and third as successfully advancing was Brandt. And a full count now to Alberts. 3-2. Second and third. 2 outs. Strike is called, and he rings him up to end the inning with the second strikeout for Dillon. But he definitely struggled, giving up a couple of runs there in the fourth to make it a tight one now. 8-7 through 4 complete. Mantorville leading when we come back here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna and keep the fun alive all year round. Online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The van, the yellow van, call Service Master.
So Dillon with 5 walks, 2 strikeouts, 3 runs. No, it's more than that since he came in. No, I guess it is 3 runs for him because it's 8-7. As we had 4 runs in when Dillon took over. So Albert Lee bats 7 in the fourth to make it a 1-run game. 8-7 Mantorville. As Brandt still out there on the mound in relief of Soper for the Tigers, and they'll face the 7, 8, 9 hitters here at the top of the 5th for Mantorville, and that means Caden, Kieran, and Mack. Caden, the third baseman, he walked, stole a base, was stranded at second, then reached on an error and ended up scoring in the fourth. So still, he's officially 0 for 0. Right-handed bat steps in to face Brandt. In the 5th, 8-7 Mantorville. This is lifted high into the gap. Left center, long run. Rassler can't get a diving attempt toward it. And it'll be picked up out there and trucking all the way to third is Caden. The throw not in time, and it's a triple to start the 5th inning here. Second triple of the game for Mantorville. Last inning, they had a 3 RBI triple by Brock, but this is Caden who puts one out there. And now they're 90 feet away from getting a 2-run lead as up to bat is Kieran. And ball 1 to him. He's the right fielder. He grounded out to short and then had a base hit and the run score. That one is inside and low, 2-0. Nobody out after the leadoff triple here by Caden. Kieran trying to knock him in. 2-0 though. And that's way inside. Nice scoop by Cavazos. Actually, it hit him in the foot. So he's going to take his base. First hit batter in the ball game. And it brings up Mack with runners at the corners and nobody out. Boy, Mantorville's really been putting up some crooked numbers lately. They had 0 in the first, 0 in the second, 3 in the third, 5 in the fourth. And they're getting them on base here. Excuse me, again, with the runners at the corners. And Steele is second. Oh, it's thrown into the outfield by pitcher Brandt, and the run will score. That's an E1 to allow the run to score. And it's 9-7. As a runner at second is Kieran. And a 0-1 count to Mac, the 9-hitter. And that's a strike called. 0-2. Mac sacrificed bunt last inning, moved 2 runners over, and struck out his first time up. Then he rung him up on 3 straight pitches. The 9-hitter is down, second strikeout of Mac. And the first for Brandt in the game, 4th by Tiger pitching. And there's 1 away after the triple and the hit by pitch. Now runner at second, 1 out. For the top of the order, Ashton, who popped out to second, doubled and scored a run, and then reached on an error and scored a run. 1-0 to Ashton, the shortstop. Right up the middle between Brandt's legs, and bobbled a little bit at second, and they're not going to get him. Everybody's safe. First and third, as Kieran makes his way over to the other corner. Still only 1 out. I gotta call that an E4. Hate to do it, but he should have scooped that and made the play. Had time to do it, but he bobbled it. Even though it went through Brandt's leg. It would have been different if Brandt had touched it, but it went right through his legs. And there's a steal of second as it's unchallenged. And puts 2 in scoring position again. 1 out. 1 run in here in the 5th as they have gotten their 2-run lead back. They've led by as many as 3, and that gets away from Cavazos. And from third, the run scores. And now they have their 3-run lead back, 10-7. On the wild pitch from Brandt to Brock. It's 2-0 to Brock. Ashton goes to third. Kieran scored. And it's 2-0 with a runner at third and 1 out. Brandt fires. And strike called. It's 3-1 to Brock. Still only 1 down here in the 5th. And another walk. Well, I shouldn't say another. It's Mantorville's been issuing the walks. That was the first by Brandt in the game. He's got 1 strikeout as well. But it puts runners at the corners with 1 down. And brings up Grady. Ground out to short, rather. Pop out to short. He squares to bunt and bunts it foul. So, yeah, had a pop to short, grounder to short, and a base hit and a run scored. Grady does. And he's down 0-1 right now. Still just the 1 out. Mantorville's been pouring on the runs here. 10 runs in the last 2 1/3 innings. That's a base hit. Scored another one to left. And it's 11-7. As Ashton scores on an RBI single from Grady. Brings up Adric. Who has walked, singled, RBI single in the 3rd, and scored. and struck out. Again, runners at the corner, still one out. Was swinging I think it was a foul ball, but the runners advance and he's safe. I thought he ticked that one, which would have been a foul ball, but apparently he missed it and it hit the catcher's glove and bounced out. The run scores, and it's 12-7. A runner at third and one out. The runs just keep adding up here for Mantorville. Wow. Grady now all the way over to third. Adric with a 0-1 count. Skies one, infield, pop-up. And out at short with the catch by Hogsdall, and that's mercifully out number 2. Pop to short. And Dylan, the 8th batter to come up here in the 5th. They batted around in the 4th. Dylan's got a pop to short and back-to-back RBI doubles. He hits that one right through the left side of the infield for an RBI single. 3 runs batted in, 3 hits for Dylan. And it's getting out of hand here, 13-7. The runner at first, 2 down. Asbrandt looks in, pitches outside, ball one. They've batted around again. Second inning in a row. Throw over to first, safely back in is Dylan. Some longer shadows now starting, you can see over by first, home. This is in the air to shallow, actually right in the infield, and grabbed by second baseman Peterson for the 3rd out. But boy, they came out with a vengeance and got 5 more. Batting 9 again. And make it 13-7 after 4.5. Tiger Bats coming up here in the bottom of the 5th when we return on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We now offer full cosmetic dentistry in addition to routine dental care. Learn more at afd.dental.
Back here. Here, let me just give you a little Hy-Vee ad here.
Hy-Vee's Mega Produce Sale this Thursday through Sunday. Fresh strawberries, just $1.49 a pound. Red seedless grapes, just $1.77 a pound. Save on peaches, watermelon, and more. Thursday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Bottom of the 5th, rather, for Albert Lea. Got a lot of ground to make up, down 13-7. Felix Budrick due to lead off. I guess he is the 24. They put 34. Well, that solves that mystery. So Felix is 24. And he has hit back to the first baseman and then struck out. If that's him. I don't even think that's him. I think that's somebody else that snuck in late and got in the game. As he takes ball one. Maybe it is him. That is low, 2-0. Three in the third, 5 in the fourth, 5 in the fifth for Mantorville, as they have just scorched the runs onto the scoreboard. Nice play at first by the Mets as Brock stops it, steps on the bag, and 1 up, 1 down here in the fifth. 2, 3, 1 unassisted when the pitcher got it from Felix's first at bat. Then he struck out, and now that's 3 unassisted at first. And Manny Cavazos is up. He walked and struck out. 1 down here in the fifth. That's up high, ball 1. And a new pitcher is Ashton, who was shortstop, relieving Dillon, who relieved Grady. Two innings each for Grady and Dillon on the hill. And now they're on to Ashton, who is down 3-0 to Cavazos. The original pitcher, Grady, is now at shortstop. And Dillon, I believe, went to third. 3-1 to Cavazos. Trying to get on here. Get as many as we can on here, and he does walk. Second walk for him in the game. First issued by Ashton. And a runner on with 1 out. Bottom of 5. 13-7 Mantorville. And Ashton will give way to, or actually Manny, the catcher, giving way to a pinch runner, who is Budrick. They gave me the wrong number on Felix. They said 34. He's 24. Honest mistake. That one's over the head of the catcher, and Budrick down to second easily on that wild pitch. So one in scoring position, but we're going to need more than that. We're down 6 here in the fifth. Lefty Henchy up. He struck out and out 3 unassisted on a grounder to first. This one he lifts to foul territory and out of play. It's 1-1 with 1 out and 1 on at second. And the pitch is high and wide. It's 2-1 to Ethan. Straight back towards me. A little bit higher than my head was, but 2-2 is the count. Soper due up next. Just 1 out, 1 on second here. And a swing and a miss there. Struck out Henchy for the second time of the game. 2 down here in the inning. First strikeout for Ashton. 7th of the game for Mantorville pitching. They're on their 3rd pitcher. Nobody gone more than 2 innings for them. That one's up high. And ball 1 to Soper, who has struck out and walked, stole a base, and scored. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. 1-1 to Brendan. And that's up high. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. 2 down. Runner at second is Felix Budrick running for Manny Cavazos. And there's a foul back and out of play. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And he struck him out. 2 strikeouts there to end the inning. His first 2 Ks of the day for Ashton. And Soper is down on that one. And we are through 5. And it is 13-7. Mantorville leads. And we head to the 6th here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place. 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
Service Master by Ayat's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. Call Service Master by Ayat today.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
The rain delay in Detroit for the Twins game. So they haven't started yet. Yes, the rain kind of missed us here. There was a time where it looked like it was going to rain right up to game time, but it did not. So we soldier on in the heat and humidity of 95 feels like. And Grant will continue on the hill in relief of Soper. He went 3 2/3, and now we're starting the 6th inning. 2 1/3 so far for End and Brandt's pitching. Got a strikeout, a walk, 2 hits, and several runs. 5 scored last inning. 5 the inning before that. And that hits a guy. Caden hit by a pitch. The first pitch of the 6th. And he's on. Second hit batter from Brandt. And it brings up the 8-hitter, Kieran. And they got a pinch hitter, Chase, in for him. And that gets away from the catcher, and on to second goes Caden. So Chase is batting for Kieran. The right fielder. And it's 1-0 to him. Misses outside 2-0. A runner at second. Nobody out. 6-run lead and batting here in the 6th, Mantorville. With a 2-0 count. Brandt looks over the situation and throws a strike. Pulled the string on that one. 2-1 to Chase. The 2-1 is swung on and missed. 2-2. Only 3 hits for Albert Lea. 12 I have for Mantorville. That's fouled back to the fence. And a 2-2 count it remains. So 12-3 in hits, 13-7 in runs. It's turning into a little bit of a rout here. Albertley had the lead, lost the lead, regained the lead, lost the lead, and lost it even further. And they are down to 6 outs to try and get 6 runs before Mantorville gets any more. And they got a runner at second here with nobody out. 3-2 count. And he walked him. Lost another one to a base on balls. That's the first and second. Second walk for Brandt. And the 9-hitter is Henry batting for Mack. And he's the last player that get into the game. And again, past Cavazos and Von runners advanced to second and third now. 2 more in scoring position. And ball 1 in the count to Henry. And everybody who can play has played in this game. 12 players for Mantorville and all 9 for Albert Lee. And it's a 1-1 count here to Henry. The new center fielder takes high, 2-1. As they try and add to their 6-run lead here in the 6th, Mantorville. They've had a fun run through their lineup the last 3 innings. Well, they haven't scored yet here in the 6th, but that's a strike call, by the way, and so it's 2-2. Brandt has to close the door, just throw strikes, let the defense play behind him. They haven't been perfect, but that's the best way to do it. As Cavazos prevents another run from scoring by jumping out there and jumping on that ball. He still would have had to shuffle it to Brandt, and he would have had to tag him out if the runner did go. But he did not. Yeah, there's no need to with a 6-run lead, and that's inside on another walk. He's going to load the bases. And still nobody out in the 6th. 3 walks for Brandt and 5 in the game for Albert Lee pitching. It started out as looked like Albert Lee was going to keep the lead. They took the early lead. There's a base hit, and 2 runs are going to score and make it 15-7. On a base hit to left by leadoff batter Ashton. 2 RBIs. He's on. And the hits just keep piling on. 13. 15 runs. And the pitch. So first and second now with nobody out. And 2 more in for the Mets. A 1-0 count to Brock. And he ducks as it goes over his head. 2-0. Brock has struck out. Had an RBI single, stolen base and a run scored. Then a 3-run triple and scored a run. And then walked and scored a run. So he scored 3 times. He's got 4 RBIs and a steal in the game. 2 hits, a walk and a strikeout. It's been busy. 2-0 to him. And at first and second, he's got another RBI opportunity here. Takes that one. 3-1 is the count. Pitch is on the outside corner, too far over though, and he walked another. That is a hit batter, 2 walks. Three walks and a single this inning. Yes, Manny goes out to talk to Brandt as they load the bases again with, again, nobody out. And at top, Grady comes out for an at-bat. He was the starting pitcher for Mantorville, only lasted 2 innings, but now he's the shortstop. as he grounded out to short, popped out to short, singled and scored a run, and an RBI single in the fifth inning. Grady takes ball one. Just keeps getting worse for this VFW squad as they now trail by 8. Oh, that one's high and tight. 2-0. Brant has lost the feel of the strike zone here. With a hit batter and 3 walks this inning. Yeah, that's it. In there for a strike on that outside corner. There you go. 2-1 or 1-2, I guess. If you're dyslexic, it's 2-1. As that one is hit down the third baseline, foul, says the umpire. It's a good thing too because it got by the third baseman, Soper. So there's a 1-2 count. The bases are jammed with Mets. They lead by 8 and trying to get more with no outs, and that's fouled back to the screen. Stays 1-2. Well, all the false starts of the season, I don't know how that affects the team. You think you're going to play 6 different times. Well, 5 different times you don't play. This is the 6th try to start the season, and they get it underway, but now they're getting clobbered. There's a fly ball to center that's going to tag up and score a run. First out is made on a Grady fly to center. But he gets an RBI on the sac fly as Caden scores and makes it 16-7. Now first and second, and 1 out. As Ashton is on second, Brock on first. 3 runs are in, 16-7, just only 1 out. And the runners go. They throw it out a third, and he says safe, the umpire. Threw it down there to Soper at third, but couldn't get the tag on in time, according to the umpire, and so now they got second and third with 1 down. We're in the top of the 6th of a 16-7 Mantorville whitewashing of this VFW crew here from Albert Lee. They're not out of it yet. They got 6 outs to go, so they could score some runs. They did put up a 4 spot in the third and 2 more in the fourth. So they're capable, but this is a big one, 9-run lead. As Adric with a 2-0 count now. He struck out. Popped out to short, had an RBI single. That gets away from Cavazos, and another one scores to make it a 10-run game. And we'll get our last at-bats. This might be a shortened game now. If we can't score a run in the bottom of the 6th, it'll be a 10-run rule. As Ashton scores the 4th run of the inning to make it 17-7. And a runner at third with 1 out. The count is 3-0 and now 4-0. 4-pitch walk to Adric. And it's getting out of hand here with the walks. It's 5 walks this inning, 7 in the game. I don't know if they have another pitcher. They only had 9 on the roster. 9 guys showed up here, so it's they might be stuck with them. It's tough managing for Graydon Anderson. As they batted around the last 2 innings, 9 in each, and now their 8th hitter is coming up in the form of Dylan, who has RBIs in his last 3 at-bats, 2 doubles and a single. And Brant will go out to center field, and Cooper Rassler will come in to pitch. So we have 1 out in the 6th. 2 2/3. Brant lasts. And Rassler will come in. and try and shut the door here with a runner at third and one out. Down by 10. And if we could get 2 outs right away here, actually runners at the corners now with 1 out. And Brock at third, Adric at first, Dylan coming up with all of his RBIs already. But if we can somehow get out of this with no more run scoring, then Albert, they would have to score at least 1 in the bottom of the 6th to keep the game going. Otherwise, it's a 10-run rule, and we're done. But we're now 2 hours into this run fest here, 17-7. As Cooper takes his warm-up, he's been out in center field baking in the sun out there. His arm should be loose. He's been throwing balls in from the warning track as they have peppered the gap out there in left center today. Mantorville. And doesn't take too many pitches. Cooper says he's ready, and here we go with 1 down. Runners at the corners. 4 more runs in here in the 6th, as they have scored all 17 runs in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th innings. As it looked like we were all over them defensively, and then the errors started and the wild pitches started, and we really helped them score a lot of those runs on wild pitches. And that is in there for a strike, says the umpire. Rassler's first pitch is strike 1. The lanky right-hander checks the runner at first, then at third. And it's a little high. They let the runner go to second, unchallenged. Second and third, and 1 out again. And a 1-1 count. Rassler. That's a number right back to the pitcher, and Rassler's going to grab it. And I got the runner from third and a run down. They better get him out. Throw is wide of the bag, and he's back in safely. And the bases are loaded. That's a fielder's choice for Dylan. He's on at first. Edric's at second, Brock's at third, and now with 1 out. The throw from Cavazos down to Soper was just off to the outer side of the bag and could not get that tang in there to get the runner. So, still 1 down. And the 9th batter to come up this inning, 3 innings in a row they've batted 9. Bodie. He's batting left-handed this time. He was righty the first 4 times. 2 pop-outs to second, a ground-out to second, and a ground-out to short. 0 for 4 for Bodie. Yeah, I think I'd go lefty, too. He slaps one to short, and the play to first is in time for the out, but a run scores. No flip to second there. He didn't think he could get the runner. And the run scores from third, and it's Brock, and it makes it a 18-7 game. To third goes Adric. And on its second is Dylan. No, Dylan was out. They did not get the runner at second. So, oh, Bodie was out. That's right. Bodie out on a 6-3. That's 2 down. And another one to short. Flips over to first for the third out. But they bat 10 this one. 9 the last 2 innings, each of the last 2 innings, and 10 in this inning. And the route is on. It is 18-7, and now Albert Lee has to score 2 to keep the game going here in the bottom of the 6th. Or we are out of here an inning early. So we go to bottom 6 here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com.
Gutters by GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lee Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Here we are at the bottom of the sixth, 18-7. Mantorville has piled on the runs. 3 in the third, 5 in the fourth, 5 in the fifth, 5 in the sixth. It's a broken record. As Ashton stays on the hill, he's their third pitcher. And he can close the door here unless Albert Lee scores it. They got to get at least 2 to continue the game here. It's 10-run rule. And they're bringing to the plate Sam Peterson, Cooper Rassler, and Garrett Hogsdahl. Those are the 2 batters. Peterson with a double and a run scored in his first at-bat, and then he walked in his second at-bat. So I know tomorrow Legion team is 1-0. They're all going over to Century High School at 6 to play the A's in Rochester. And then they'll be home next Tuesday against Casson here at 6:30. These VFW boys have a doubleheader against Cannon Falls. Rochester Century on Saturday at 11 a.m. here at Hike Field. Swing and a miss by Peterson, and it's 0-1. They need 2 at least. Be nice to get 11 or 12. That's asking a lot. That's inside 1-1. Not a lot of options when only 9 guys show up, though. But there's other youth teams that are doing well here this year, and they all need players. 1 and 2 to Sam Peterson. 1 for 1 officially with a walk and a run scored. Nice to see him double in his first at bat of the VFW season. 2-2 is the count to Sam. He's been at second base, made a lot of outs. Put outs. He had early on, it seemed like he had a pop out, 2 in the first 2 innings. And he's had several others and ground outs. He walks on 3-2 count. So leadoff batter is on. Second walk for Ashton. Nobody out. And Cooper Rassler comes up at the top of the order. If he scores, he is the run that would keep things going here. Yes. Peterson runs, and he's in safely. A lot of steals for Albert Lee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I count 6 steals for Albert Lee tonight. So they've had the running going. It's 1-0 to Cooper as he pops one up just outside, almost on the grass there for the shortstop to grab it. 1 out. Down their last 2 outs here. Rassler, by the way, on the day had a walk, a single, and a stolen base. Actually, 2 stolen bases on the day with 3 runs scored. And he reached on an error and had a base hit. So technically 1 for 1 or 1 for 2 after that pop out to short. And on at second is Peterson after he stole it, and it's fouled off out of play by Hogsdahl. Garrett grounded out to third, singled. He had an RBI single in the third, stole a base and scored a run, and then walked in the fourth. And he becomes the run that would keep the game going if he can get around and have Peterson score in front of him. But there's so much more work to do, even if that happens. Down 11. He's got a slow roller to short, and he's got some speed going. Can he beat it out? No, he's out there, but moves the runner to third. So Peterson at third, 2 down. They're down to their last out. And that is Brandt, who struck out, walked, stole a base, and scored, and then walked again. So he's walked twice and struck out once. Has not put the ball in play. He is due. As the pitch is outside, ball 1. So runner at third and 2 down. Bottom of 6, down 11. And Ashton swing and a miss by Brandt, and it's 1-1. And the 1-1 is swung on and missed. A ball and 2 strikes. Down to the last strike. That was way high. That's going to score the run from third as it goes sailing over catcher's head. Pitcher Ashton laughing about that one because it doesn't hurt too bad. It's 18-8, but still a 10-run rule if we don't score another one. So Peterson scores on the wild pitch, and it's a 2-2 count to Brandt with 2 outs and nobody on now. And he swings and misses, and it's a 10-run game, 18-8, and took 6 innings to accomplish. And the Mets win here. As it was the 3rd strikeout for Ashton. All right, so we'll take the break here and come back and discuss. Coming up here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna and keep the fun alive all year round. Online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
Service Master by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. Call Service Master by Ayatt today.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We still provide routine dental care, but have added cosmetics, smile makeovers, clear braces, Botox, and fillers to our services. We also custom design and 3D print beautiful lifelike dentures in days, not weeks. Don't put off the new smile you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. Learn more at afd.dental.
V's Mega Produce Sale this Thursday through Sunday. Fresh strawberries, just $1.49 a pound. Red seedless grapes, just $1.77 a pound. Save on peaches, watermelon, and more. Thursday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Drive your career forward with Albert Lea Bus Company. We're hiring bus drivers now. Perfect for retirees, parents, or anyone looking to earn extra income. Enjoy competitive pay, flexible schedules, and the chance to serve your community every day. No experience needed. We provide paid training, hands-on support, and a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Drive when it works for you. Hop on board and apply today with Albert Lea Bus Company.
Well, not a lot of highlights for Albert Lee in an 18-8 loss, but one of them is 6 steals that they had in the game. And it's, Cooper Rassler had a couple. He scored 3 times as well. That was a highlight. Sam Peterson out of the 9-hole had a double and 2 runs scored, stolen base as well. So he shined at the plate a little bit. And he scored most of our 8 runs on walks and wild pitches, as did they. Most of their 18, I think, came on walks and wild pitches. It was kind of a sloppy pitched game when you're down to like no bench players. Albert, they had 9 guys. They had to play everybody who showed up here, and that's going to cost you eventually because there's just nobody else to put in. And, Mantorville only had 2 bench players. And they had trouble pitching too. I mean, they took their starter out after 2 innings, and their second pitcher only lasted 2 innings. And Ashton, actually, all 3 of them each pitched 2 innings today. But they were sloppy too, with a lot of walks and a lot of wild pitches and runs scored against them, but could not put it together. Albert, they taken the early lead 1-0 in the first after 1. Both teams scoreless in the second, but then Mantorville came back, took the lead in the third with 3 runs at the top of that inning. In the home half, we got 4 back and took a 5-3 lead. Then they scored 5 in the fourth. A run of 5 runs, 3 innings in a row for Mantorville, and they just put it away as Albert Lee scored 3 more the rest of the way to get to 8. But 8's going to win a lot of games for you, but not this one. 18-8, a 10-run, 6-inning game for the Mantorville Mets here at Hike Field. Our next game will be Saturday with these same VFW guys. Doubleheader scheduled for 11 a.m. Saturday against Rochester Century, it looks like. Yeah, Century here at Hike Field, 11 a.m. doubleheader scheduled. The Legion boys are at Rochester Century tomorrow, playing the A's at 6. They'll be back home here next Tuesday at Hike Field at 6:30. So those are the next games that we'll be covering here on AlbertLeeLive.com. Didn't work to our advantage today. Last night was pitching performance extraordinaire by Cohen Drescher for the Legion team. A 1-hit complete game shutout, but not so much tonight. No pitchers got away unblemished tonight, as lots of runs scored in an 18-8 loss. And that's your Service Master by IAT cleanup break. Let's hear from them, and we'll be done for tonight here from Hike Field on AlbertLeeLive.com.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by IAT's janitorial services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by IAT today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
When it comes to your home, we know you have lots of options for contractors. At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. From windows and doors to siding and seamless gutters, we're focused on quality materials, experienced crews, and getting the job done right the first time. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. Visit gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need. Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check them out online, MrSandless.com.
Does fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna to see their full line of Ice Castle RVs and keep the fun alive all year round. They also deliver a full line of enclosed and utility trailers for all of your hauling needs. Find them just north of Owatonna, across I-35 from Bass Pro Shops, or check out their inventory online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today.